Hi everyone, it's Dr. Amber McKinley once again to discuss with you the learning objectives for JST345 Theoretical, Applied and Forensic Victimology. Many of you may already know me, but you will know or note that I don't read from slides. So I'm going to allow you to read these slides as I discuss them in further detail. The way that I have designed this course is to take the learning objectives that you see on screen now, but break them down to much more specific detail. As an example, the first one, as to demonstrate the understanding of ethical principles in victim care towards victims of crime, we are going to look at how that can be done with recognising the major theoretical explanations in relation to criminal investigation. So we will look at the history of ethical principles in victim care. We will look at the authors of that as far back as the 1940s. We will also try to understand where the school of thought has come from. In many cases, the original grandfathers, if you like, of victimology were in fact poets, writers, and then lawyers. Many of the controversy that occurs in this particular subject is because of the lawyers being original writers of the theory that goes behind victimology, and that was that they sought to find blame. In terms of the recognition of the unique role that investigators play in criminal investigation and victimology, we will look at how ethical principles of victim care towards people who have become victims of crime is key to understanding how they will interact with the criminal investigation. The most important thing here is that often victims, particularly of things such as sex crimes or robbery, may walk away from the investigation halfway through because they feel that they are not being understood, and it's often a serious problem for investigators. We will also look at social change and relevant law reform in terms of the investigation process, as well as looking at how we can ease trauma in victims specifically of serious personal crimes. Next, we will look at how we demonstrate awareness of eyewitnesses and the specialised area of investigations. Recognising that there are more than one or two parties involved in a crime. In fact, I believe there are four. That would be the perpetrator, the victim, the crime itself, the actual event, and the police. If we take a look at how victims interact with the offender, we will be able to understand whether they as the eyewitness or others around them will be able to tell their story for them. We will also look at the concept between primary, secondary and tertiary victims. We will then move on to understanding the role of interrogators or interviewers for criminal investigations. On screen you will see two photographs. On the left is Colonel Russell Williams. In a stance of happiness and some people say joy, he was charged and further incarcerated with multiple counts of rape and murder. In this particular case, you can see that he is quite happy because he believes that the investigator and interviewers don't know all the information about his crime. But you will see on the right-hand side, his demeanour has changed considerably when the investigator, mid-screen in that photograph on the right-hand side, actually tells him that they have physical evidence and produces that for him. A skilled interviewer can change the course of the future for all involved. Moving through to the second last of the learning objectives, we'll look at how family liaison officers affect an investigation. Specifically, we'll look at serious crimes such as homicide and sex crimes and how the FLO, being the family liaison officer, can assist the victim but also their families in traversing the criminal justice system. The final slide and the final learning objective is looking at different victim strategies to use within the investigation. We will look at critical understanding of contrasting perspectives and how practitioners in law enforcement, probation, corrections, judges, coroners, etc. approach to victims. We will also look at demonstrating the awareness of the new applied victimology matrix, which you will be given within Blackboard, and how serious crime investigations can be broken down using this tool. Finally, we will look at the system of social blaming and placing victim and offenders in context. Thank you for listening. If you have questions, please feel free to contact me or via forum or email, but we will talk soon. Thank you.